Late last week, President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, exercising his constitutional powers, appointed Justice Jane Francis Abodo as the new principal judge, replacing Justice Flavian Zeja, who was elevated to the position of Deputy Chief Justice. Today, Justice Abodo appeared before the Parliamentary Appointments Committee, chaired by Speaker Anita Netamong, for her vetting.
The interaction was okay. The interaction was okay, yes.
After the meeting, Justice Abodo briefly addressed the media, stating that she had little to say at the moment and preferred to wait for the outcome of the vetting process before making any further comments.
The interaction was okay, yes. Yes, I can't say any more because really...
Your successive stories and the fact that
No, I have not yet got the job. I have not yet got the job. I don't know the results from the committee, so let's wait for that. After we do that, then we can, because they might say no. Then I've already told you the task ahead of me. That would be really premature.
We spoke to the Leader of Opposition in Parliament, Honorable Joel Senyonyi, who acknowledged that while Justice Abodo has the capacity for the role, she has demonstrated a serious weakness in failing to transfer civilian cases from military courts to civilian courts, as directed by the Supreme Court.
My challenge has been, especially towards the end of her term as the Director of Public Prosecutions, there's been issues there, Irene. The Supreme Court on 31st January of this year delivered a ruling saying civilians should not be tried in military courts, and actually ordered that all pending cases before military courts should be transferred to civilian courts. Up to now, that has not happened. Each time I have raised that matter on the floor of Parliament, the Attorney General has said, well, it is the duty of the DPP to formally sanction files and charge people. And the Attorney General was saying, well, we cannot direct the DPP even according to Article 120. She's meant to operate independently. So, in other words, throwing the ball in the court of the DPP.
Senyonyi expressed displeasure with the way the Director of Public Prosecutions has been handling case resolutions, stating that she should have performed better in fulfilling her duties.
We have seen two recent rulings. Yasin Sechitoreko, also known as Machete, versus the state. And another, Anthony Agaba, also known as Bobby Young, versus the state. They've been trying to seek bail. Very recent rulings. And court said, no, we cannot grant you bail because you are not yet legally before us as the High Court. Your files have not been transferred from the military courts to the civilian courts. And so they remain in abeyance. And that would even mean they are being held in prison illegally because the military court, which sent them there, is functus official, no longer has jurisdiction over them according to the ruling of the Supreme Court. The files are meant to be transferred to civilian courts. And now the civilian courts are saying we cannot even hear your matter, we cannot grant you bail because you're not yet before us legally. And so these people are being denied their right to bail, their right to justice. They're still being held illegally, and everybody is blaming the other. So I think that the DPP should have moved fast on that issue.
Bujiri Municipality MP Honorable Asuman Basalirwa urged Justice Abodo to prioritize addressing the growing case backlog in the courts, a long-standing issue that continues to hinder the efficiency of the judiciary.
She has a very big task. Number one, the perennial complaints of case backlog. If you go to any judicial, any court around the country, the major complaint relates to case backlog. There are many cases that are unattended to in the courts. Some cases will last for about 15 years, 20 years. So you can imagine even the constitutional principle of justice delayed is justice denied is a principle that we are witnessing almost every day.
He added that the new principal judge has the responsibility of working collaboratively with fellow judges to ensure the burden of case backlog is effectively reduced.
So the new principal judge has a duty to work obviously with the other leaders of the judiciary to ensure that they come up with the effective case backlog management processes. And they could take lessons from elsewhere. We have countries like India that have many litigants. How are they managing case backlog? So I think they could take studies across the world to try and understand how that is being managed.